We're going to begin our lesson today on some basics of Silhouette Studio. Okay, when you first open Silhouette Studio, you'll notice this particular window. You have Design, Store, Open, and Library. Design is where you're going to want to start when you want to start a new project. So click on Design and you will open a new window and it will look like your cutting mat. In the top left corner, you'll see a little rectangle that looks like a piece of paper. That is for starting any new project, or if you get tired of this one or you need to change to a new slate to start a new project, you click there and it will actually open another cutting mat place or another cutting mat page to start the next project. It will also keep your other project in a tab on the bottom of the screen. The next button to the right is a little file folder. In that file folder, if you click there, it will actually open a window that you can locate any files that you may have downloaded or saved previously and placed in a document or a file folder on your computer system. That's really important if you're downloading from the internet and you're trying to locate the type of file folders or files that you would actually use in Silhouette. The Silhouette Studio extension folders are only available on Silhouette America, but if you buy from Applique Junkie 2 as cut files, you will actually open what's called a DXF file, not a Studio extension file, but we'll get to that a little later. The next two areas on the toolbar are save files. The first one is to save to your computer or to a file folder on your computer. And I do recommend saving your work. It doesn't matter if you think you'll ever use it again or not. If you've edited out any areas and you just have to name drop something in, it's always good to have a backup of what you've done previously in your work. Also, there's the next one over is an SD card slot. If your computer has SD card slots, it acts kind of as a USB. And the Silhouette Cameo actually has a little SD card. You can buy those at Walmart or Office Depot or places like this. Kind of looks like a camera card, but it works the same as a USB. Silhouette Cameos do not come with a USB slot, but they do come with an Ethernet cord. So if your computer is sitting right next to your Silhouette Cameo, then it's easy to jump straight from your computer, which has a cord connected to it like an umbilical cord, to your Silhouette Cameo. Otherwise, you could actually save to the SD card and then take it over to your Silhouette Cameo and upload it from there. The next two buttons are for sending to the printer and sending to the Silhouette and get ready to cut. The printer button is important if you're doing a cut to print type file, such as what we're offering on Applique Junkie 2, which is a print and cut type situation where you're actually printing on printable vinyl. Or then the send to the Silhouette would be if you're cutting heat transfer vinyl or cutting around your image off of your printable vinyl as well. We'll get to the how-tos do that a little bit later, but just know that there is a printer button, just like you want to send a document to your printer. It actually is going to go through to a printing source. The Silhouette Cameo little button will actually be when you have cut files or cut lines on the mat that are registered and are ready to be sent over to the Silhouette Cameo. Okay? Here you have the undo and redo buttons. And then beside that are just some panning tools. You have enlarge, and you can pan it with the hand so you can kind of move it over. You've got enlarge and reduce. Those are just kind of like some viewing tools there. So those are some basic buttons for Silhouette Studio software. Get used to where those buttons are located. Familiarize yourself with those buttons because those are ones that you'll refer back to often. And stay tuned with Applique Junkie 2. We're going to teach you how to open files in Silhouette Cameo and what the types of files mean for each type of file extensions. Kind of like embroidery software, each one has a different purpose, and we'll walk you through those. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my god, have you looked at Applique Junkie too yet? They have some like ghetto stuff.